Pipis nggak? Hah? Pipis nggak? Enggak. Terus pempesnya ada isi nggak? Ya lah. Pakai aja dulu ya. Nggak sempit kan? Enggak. Manis nggak? Bisa. Pasti nggak bisa. Kemana? Kamu apa? Kalau kamu apa? Neymar. Siapa itu? Ada kemana? Nggak ada anti WA kan? Ngantuk bawa lagi. Kenapa?
Siapa tuh? Di bawah. Mau beli rumah di mana emangnya? Di sawah.
Di kota lah.
Nanti sendirian.
Hah?
Nanti sendirian.
Enggak lah. Om aja lah.
Apa?
Di mana kamu beli?
Sawah.
Di sawah. Oh bisa rumah di sawah.
Oh ada.
Ada lah. Kamu
Yang
habis.
budgetnya tuh 50 juta.
Dikit itu mah. Ini susah.
Banyak.
Dikit.
Kayak
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And this is Shevchenko. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bellingham. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a great ball here. Goes for a shot! It's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Things starting to look... Big chance! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
He's in one-on-one, shot a goal! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! About as smooth as it gets. And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Buffon with the clearance. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's got away. moves with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He might be in. Ibrahimovic! And he's stuck it away. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Serginho. And it's Lampard. Serginho. That has been slung wide. Now it's Bale. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko.
Might want to be careful there.
Neymar. Ronaldinho. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez driving forwards.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Ibrahimovic. Cafu. Yamal. And it's Lampard. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Neymar, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Neymar. Ibrahimovic.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
It's Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Dani Olmo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neymar looking quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it.
Could be danger here. Van Bouten. Lampard. Thuram calmly anticipates. Neymar. And it's Ronald. He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the finish! Yamal. Ronaldinho. Bellingham. Yamal. Now it's Bellingham. That looks a good ball through. Buffon gets it away. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Bale. He's cut it out. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bale! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Shevchenko. Yeah.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Backward it goes.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham. Dani Olmo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. Dani Olmo has created one goal already. Tries to pass it through. Hoist it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bellingham. Yamal. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shevchenko. Well, that looks a decent ball. Desai gets across to intercept that. And they've got rid. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Yamal. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar. It's Neymar! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Le numéro 20. Bale. Le numéro 4.
Messi.
Luis Suarez. Le numéro 7. Neymar. Le
Good
numéro
looking
6.
ball. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is
Le
filled.
numéro 8. Messi.
Neymar.
Le numéro 21.
Ferran
Le
Torres.
numéro 15.
He's
Le
through
numéro
here.
11. Changement.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gerrard. Tries to play it through. Cruyff. Azar. Saka. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cruyff goes short. It's a sharp
Il y
pass.
aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Tunisia have the chance to go the other way. Davids. Time added on will be 2 minutes. This looks promising. So that's it. It is all over. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Arsenal against Indonesia.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming. Some really good ball movement. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Roberto Carlos. Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Shevchenko. He's through on. And a chance! Lahm getting this one clear. Lampard. Dani Olmo. He's found a way through. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Bellingham. Rodri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. It's a promise. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Looking for options for movement. It's rising! It's hit the upright. Goal! Arsenal! Pele duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender.
Oh, good play! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Lampard, Thuram calmly anticipates. And here's Messi. That's a good ball. Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Towering header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Played in. Peruzzi deals with that nice and simple. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. So no flag here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Yamal. Dani Olmo. Oh, important interception. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that
And the finish! It goes to show he is human after all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Lahm chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Back towards the middle.
2 added minutes has been
Played back.
indicated.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Bellingham, there's the shot! Davids. It's Bellingham. Now it's Lampard. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Dani Olmo. And the referee has blown for half-time. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
So the action resumes. Indonesia not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. He has found a decent chance! Ibrahimovic. Guardiola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played. Lampard. Dani Olmo. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now, can they get him away? Elects to... Impressive jump! And it's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal are having a ball here. And he's taking no chances there. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been knocked clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
For this match was 60,332.
Just about up to the hour now. Davids. Shevchenko. Yamal currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party. And Messi! Goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Messi. Guardiola. Rodri. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Messi. And it's Ibrahimovic! That's a lovely, neat pass.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shot goal! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
So we have movement on both
Ibrahimovic.
benches.
Number 7, Pele. Number 22,
Are
Messi.
certainly playing with an
Number
intense focus
24,
in executing their plan here.
Bellingham. Number 19,
Now it's Rooney.
Ferdinand.
Let's a look and
Coming
place
on
it
the field,
forward.
Number 9,
Some resolute defending
Cristiano
there.
Ronaldo. Number 15, Hazard. Number 20, Rooney. Number
Well, this
11,
does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shot could be on. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Arsenal have their third corner. Terrific effort! He's put it wide. And this is Drogba. And he's got away from it. Can he finish? What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Scholes. Scholes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gerrard. Now it's Drogba. Guardiola.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the ball. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Drogba. Scholes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that is that. Indonesia suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough... Tunisia get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Distributed tidily. Now he's got space here. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Now it's Dani Olmo. And this is Shevchenko. Yamal. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, right place, right time. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Lampard! Lampard! A legend of his time!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Fernandez. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. And he is dashing away. Shevchenko had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
That has been cut short. And it's Marino. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Right, Shevchenko. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Threads one in. Now it's Shevchenko. Van Dijk. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lampard. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Dani Olmo. Didn't quite work for him. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That's tidy. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Yamal. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Steaming on. And Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? It's a threatening... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Camavinga in acres of space out wide. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. Knocks it out wide. Plays it, gets his head on it! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
2 added minutes has been
Indonesia
indicated.
are having a ball here. Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, it's a goal fest.
And we've reached half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Indonesia look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He's had a shot! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Fernandez. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Marino. That has been slung wide. Bellingham. Oh, they can break here. And this is Shevchenko. And here's Lamp. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's fabulous. Dani Olmo. Great vision. Shevchenko. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Oh, he's having a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Fernandez.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
That's Shevchenko. And a chance! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And Jamal. And he's quick to get rid. And the shot! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Decent chance! Oh, he really got hold of that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 8.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 77, Yamal. Number 9,
Fernandez.
Shevchenko. Number 6,
Now Mbappe.
Frank Lampard. Number 14,
And it's Messi.
Bellingham. Coming on the field,
And here is a player who is really happening. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Didier Drogba. Number 7.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Number 18.
Pacho.
Bukayo Saka.
Fernandez. Quality ball. Gerrard. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Substitution.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Raya gets it away. Ferran Torres. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Gerrard. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Goes for a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. That's a good ball out wide. He's having a hit! Well taken goal. It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Van Dijk. And it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo pinches it off him. Saka. Tacho spots it and intercepts. Valverde. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shoots! He's put his foot right through that one. Alexander-Arnold. Now Mbappe. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's looking unstoppable.
6 added
He's
minutes
going
have
for
been
goal.
indicated.
Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Looking for the run. And this is Neymar. Chance, surely! It's hit the crossbar. No luck this time. Van Dijk. And there goes the final whistle. Indonesia really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I have to admire the confidence that this guy, Levi Colwell, exudes on the ball. With centre-backs often having to have a range and a vision to be able to pick those passes.
John, surely! He's delivered all right! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game... Danny Olmo! It's a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, terrible mistake. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bellingham! He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. He's had it taken off him. And he's got the beating of his man. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post. And it's in. And they are right back within touch. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Indonesia, palpably stronger, better, superior. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Olmo. He's having a pop! Indonesia with the corner, they're first. And this is Shevchenko. There's the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Shot a goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Defending here is really tight. Yamal. That is good alertness. De Bruyne. And Rodrigo. Now it's Yamal. Bellingham. Oh, such a clever touch. He's had a shot! De Bruyne. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Olmo. In with the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's heaved it away. And here's Yamal. Chance! It's a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. That was lovely, that.
Oh, real chance! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Yamal. And the pass is intercepted. The most accurate pass.
Added time.
Conte. Great vision. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Davids. Lampard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Rodrigo. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Yamal. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And yes, it's him again. And that is all they have time for. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Indonesia have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Indonesia have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Please welcome everyone, our lads. Substitution for Indonesia, number 9, Shevchenko.
The second period is on the way.
Number 14, Bellingham. Number 77,
Colwell.
Yamal.
De Bruyne.
Number 6,
And it's Zubimendi.
Frank Lampard.
Can he get
Coming
onto
on the
this?
field, number 7,
Dani Olmo, tantalisingly brilliant, at times
Number
unstoppable.
11, Neymar.
Now it's
Number
Ferran Torres.
16,
It's a
Hendrick.
nicely shaped ball.
Number 22,
He's got away.
Gerrard.
He's having a shot!
The goal for Indonesia after 49 minutes is number 8, Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo.
Colwell.
Dani Olmo.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ball played for Conte. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's been played through. Oh, well played. Conte. Now it's Ferran Torres. Takes a shot! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Indonesia certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Gerrard. He's in a great position here. And here's Dani Olmo. And this is tries a shot!
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Conte. Now it's Rafael Leao. Big chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario.
Bisa! And that's past the post. Zubimendi is there, and he can pick it up. Looking to play him in. Chips it through. And the shot! Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Gets a good foot in there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay full? Chance for a shot! Brilliant from Ferran Torres! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that for him is goal number 10.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter. and you can't blame them. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Ferran Torres. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Neymar clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And here's Rodrigo. And he's been shifted off it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Into the last quarter of an hour. Can he get on the end of this? It's a loose ball. He won't be happy with that one. Bisa. Rafael Leao does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodrigo. And here's Ferran Torres. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bisa. Has a look and plays it forward. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. He was under real pressure there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Good ball. Decent chance! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution.
Indonesia have their third corner. Neymar plays it short. And he's gone backward here. And it's Gerrard. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Look at the space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Ferran Torres. And he is... Can he finish? Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Now this could be a chance. And the finish!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And the shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Neymar with the short one. He's on it. Can he get away? Davids. Cafu. Rafael Leao. Bisa. Now Colwell. And it's Mitchell. 4 extra minutes added on. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Indonesia, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for real chance! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. This is a promising build-up. Right, Shevchenko. Quality ball.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Lampard. Bellingham driving forwards.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lofted in. That's a decent clearance. And it's Olmo. Shevchenko. And he's definitely onside. Vardiol is there and he can get that clear. Crossed in once more. That's a decent clearance. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. Cafu has created one goal already. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oyarzábal clears it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Indonesia already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. He's big. Takes a shot! And a neat finish. And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to
Tries one from range! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Serginho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Dani Olmo can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Serginho. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oyarzabal with the cross. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Spread out to the left. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Kubasi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Van Bouten. And it's Olmo. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. That's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Paredes. Serginho. And it's Messi. Kubasi. Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Serginho. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's quick to get rid.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And he's had it nicked away. Van Bouten. Davids. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And here's Dani Olmo. Serginho picks it up out wide. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that signals the end of the first period. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
for an
at this
information
stage.
bulletin from the regional police
Indonesia
department.
are heading into... Very happy with how it's gone so far. So the action resumes. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out towards the flank. Ball in towards the middle. Oh, good effort! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's had it taken off him, and it's Serginho. Mbappe. Lampard. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. It's Bellingham. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yamal! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And he's taking no chances there. Out of play for a throw. Now it's the chance for a shot! And he should have made it 4.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Crosses it into... Terrific effort! Oh, good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Hangs in across. That's not going far. Van Bouten. Davids. Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Koundé. And it's Serginho. Paredes. And it's Koundé. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way. Dani Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball. Great chance! Getting up there! And that's wide. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Oyarzabal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the finish! And it's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Now it's Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. Shevchenko. And Serginho. Serginho wins the duel this time. Yamal. And here's Bellingham. Dani Olmo.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Time and again they are repelled. Cafu. Davids.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Threads one in. Oyarzabal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Bellingham. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is as far as it goes. Indonesia can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And now we observe the national anthems. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Well, we're on the way. Fernandez. Davids wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Shevchenko. Yamal. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary. Yildiz. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's Bellingham. That's going wide left. Spread neatly. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Yamal. Yildiz. Bellingham. Bellingham. Dani Olmo. Not a hint of offside here. Can he finish? A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Lampard goes short. Can he finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Still goalless. And it's Olmo. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Yamal. Chance! So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi! It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit...
Dani Olmo! And he's stuck it away. And they're back in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Indonesia have their lead. Yildiz. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Bellingham. And the shot's on here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Lampard with the short one. Opts to play it back. And he shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Sergi. He's had a shot! Well, that is remarkable.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Alexander-Arnold. And Jamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Barcola. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Jamal. Now it's Dani Olmo. And he's in on goal. And Shevchenko! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short, and he's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Yildiz. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Yamal. Yildiz. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Can he get on the end of this? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Dani Olmo certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Alexander-Arnold. Yildiz. Lampard has the space to scheme. And the shot! It's off by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and
That's the end of the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Indonesia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we are back underway. Tries to pass it through. Oh, and the finish! It's bounced back off the post. And the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bellingham running with intent. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal might just make this. He has found the way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Bellingham running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross deflected behind for a corner. That's a decent clearance. And it's Serginho. Now, oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Barcola. Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Dani Olmo.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Shoots! Tries one from range. Vardiol. And it's Van Dijk. And Serginho. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Serginho. Knocks it into space. Dani Olmo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And they've got a throw.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Cross goes and a header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Bellingham. Looking to charge, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, there's the clearance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Good ball, good take. And a chance! And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar, this is promising. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Drogba. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Drogba. And here's Ferran Torres. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. But it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party over. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Neymar plays it short. There's the shot! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Indonesia, palpably stronger, better, superior. Messi. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Shot could be on, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. They force the error and extract. And that's it. Indonesia, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Ferran Torres claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Thanks to Jim alongside me. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're ready now for the anthems. Yamal with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
So that's got things underway. Great vision.
That's positional goals. The utilisation.
Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Played it again. Shevchenko! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Kamavinga, Odegaard, and Caicedo, Simeone, no outsmarting him this time, Lampard, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal, good driving run. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this. Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Fenerbahce are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Kamavinga. It's Lewandowski! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Alvarez. And it's Kamavinga. Caicedo. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Fenerbahce have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Molina kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Simeone. And here's Odegaard. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Lewandowski. On that. And one more try! Threads one in. Zabani. And here's Lopez. Camavinga picks it up out wide. Oh, that was vital. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that has put paid to that. Short changes him with that pass. Vermeer! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Caicedo. And it's Lopez. And here's Lewandowski. Simeone, towering header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Odegaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Vermeer. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Simeone. Oh, sweet feet. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passing nice and neat. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Odegaard. Vermeer. Well played right. Can he finish? It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The goal scorer for Fenerbahce.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Simeone. Odegaard, showing good feet. And he can clear it away. Pau Kubasi gets it away. It's Lewandowski! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Odegaard plays it short. Lampard. Dani Olmo, who is rarely short on confidence. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Yamal. Bellingham. Vermeer. Simeone. And this is Shevchenko. Molina promptly onto that, and that is that. Odegaard. Alvarez. And it's Molina. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Bellingham. Yamal. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Shapes to shoot! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia leading now. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Nice control. He's being... There's the shot! Frustratingly close. Caicedo and Fermin. Now it's Lewandowski. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And this is Lewandowski.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Caicedo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Shevchenko under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Senesi cuts out the pass. Thinks about... And the finish! Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Lampard goes short.
14,
And this is Scholes. Chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Molina. That is ended up in no man's land. Lampard running with the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's having a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Lampard clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Substitution. Substitution for Indonesia.
Indonesia have opted to make another change here. And it's been taken short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now.
Number 22.
Molina gets a good foot in there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good play. Relentless. Just relentless. And they are disappearing out of sight. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really...
And a chance! And he hits the net. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Substitutions taking place.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Looking to play him in. It's out for a goal kick. And it's Scholes. Mbappe. Senesi spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Simeone. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Time for the first of the anthems. was special. Now stand by for this. And that gets things running. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tacho clears it away. It's gone for a throw-in. Bruno Guimaraes. Now Neymar. Yamal. And it's Lopez. And here's Mbappe. Tries one from range. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Fermin is offering a wry smile there.
And that has been cleared. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Caicedo. Pacho. And Molina. Yamal. Yamal. And it's Lopez. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Hangs one, towering header! Goal, Brazil! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Bellingham. Damn it! And there's a goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Terrific effort! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gabriel. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dani Olmo. Senesi. Neymar. Yamal. And it's Davids. And the shot! This looks promising. Chance, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lampard plays it short. And Shevchenko! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Lampard. Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo ploughing. Dani Olmo! And that is quite wonderful. A finish right from the top draw. And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And the shot! Yamal. And they can counter here. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That's a good ball. Can he finish? Wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Fermin. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for options. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Indonesia visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And this is Shevchenko. Fermin. That's destined for the flank. He's found a way through. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Indonesia leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Pacho. And it's Lopez. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. That has been slung wide. Davids. Now it's Dani Olmo. Just a shoots! Goal! They are playing them off the park. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so... Oh, what a mistake! He has found the way. He's having a shot! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ball swung in. Bullish header! And it's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. Brazil get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Shevchenko needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal. Yeah. Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Yamal. Serginho. Lampard. And Shevchenko. And here's Neymar. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. There could be trouble here. He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Cafu. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Dani Olmo. Bruno Guimaraes. Pass somewhat off target. Lampard. Kubasi. And it's Lampard. Delicate ball, and it gets his head on it! Brought out the best in the keeper. Looking tidy in possession here. Van Bouten. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. Neymar. Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Yamal. Shot at goal! And he's stuck it away. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Indonesia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off her.
Brazil still making a fight of this. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking...
Great chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, he really got hold of that.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Serginho. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be... Decent chance! That's a little off target. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well timed, excellent interception. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Not the most accurate pass. He's on it, can he get away? Camavinga. Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Oh, crossbar! And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. They're back within reach. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awful.
And that's it. Indonesia have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Indonesia are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Indonesia must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! The great Ukrainian goal machine!
What a perfect way to spark the game. The perfect statement of intent, the perfect timing, and the perfect finish.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Out towards the flank. Now, can they get him away? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He leaps for it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lampard. Now it's Shevchenko. That's destined for the flank. Serginho. Now the ball in. A header! And no mistake. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Yamal. Cafu. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Yamal. Dani Olmo, who is rarely short on confidence. Good position here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Caicedo. Serginho deals with that comfortably. Dani Olmo. Davids. And it's Bellingham. And it's lofted through here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Over to the right flank. Davids kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Didn't quite work for him. Caicedo. And it's Serginho. Gordon. And Caicedo. And it's Serginho. Messi. He was under real pressure there. Cleared away. Dani Olmo looking for options for movement. Space for him to turn and look. Bellingham. Terrific effort! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rice. 30 minutes gone. And it's Caicedo. Played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Spread to the right.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Played into the box. Rice plays it short. Messi's cross. And he's taking no chances there. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And here's Yamal. Kubasi. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. That has not gone well. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Lampard. Serginho. Yamal. And that is well cleared. And Dijk gets it away. Messi. And it's Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Indonesia really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly, but as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Indonesia firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. The second period is underway. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal has created one goal already, and it's Lampard. And here's Bellingham. Tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Yamal. He's found a way past. Messi. And this is Messi. Oh, the clearance is short. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Dani Olmo. And it's Bellingham. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Yamal. That is good progress on the left. And he's picked it up out wide. Lampard. Lampard!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Caicedo getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Goal!
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking. Laporte cuts it out. Caicedo. Now Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. Now there's a shapes to shoot! Now who's going to be first to this?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's having a hit! And that is great goalkeeping.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. There's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 17. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, no joy this time. Cafu. Kubasi. Look at the space here. And he shoots! And it's in! They're back within reach! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Milan may be down, but not out just yet. And they can counter here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Always, and Messi! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14. Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
Mbappe! And how did he not put that away? Laporte calmly anticipates. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cafu. Van Bouten. Indonesia getting so close now, and importantly with this significant advantage. You would think this is it.
Well, late drama notwithstanding, Peter, but they've got this far because of their consistency, and I can't really see things changing.
Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Towering header! He's got a goal! And what a climax we have here! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Yamal! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do
Angle
was hit the
camera
target.
ini mas
It's such a
faz.
shame.
Ci saranno 5 minuti.
They're
di
avoiding
recupero.
the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Martinelli. Five minutes to
Sebat
add.
sana. Lagi main sama apa, Mas? Sama siapa namanya?
Gets across to intercept
AI, ini
that.
AI yang mainin, Bang.
Laporte. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Serginho. Simeone. It's a searching pass. That's that, the end. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Indonesia really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve...
Izin off dulu bang, nanti malam lagi bang.